Sharonda Williams, pay her weight. Happy Sunday. How are both of you doing today?
Oh, hi, Shonda. Good. You look beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it because I am stressed out. I have anxiety. I haven't slept since I watched the film. I just want you to know that. But it was absolutely no, it was really good though. It was worth the sleep deprivation for a day. I appreciate it.
Good. I'm glad it worked.
But one of the first things that I wanted to ask the both of you is because you stay with these characters for multiple films now. And I really wanted to know, after portraying the Warrens, how has that changed you personally, but also too professionally as well?
Oh, it has changed me. It has. I love portraying this character. This is a character who stresses spiritual well-being and stresses compassion. And I don't know. I mean, you can't not play a role like this and interpret the way Lorraine loved people and the way she spread love, without personally being affected by that. Don't know. I think it's a story that time and time again just reminds me and teaches me that very, very powerful message about love, that it conquers all things, that we should surrender to it, that we should defer to the power of love. And it's just such a beautiful thing for me always to come back to and to portray.
Patrick?
Well, all of that, and and I'm not afraid of ghosts anymore. Really, I guess how it's affected me in my real life. I feel like if I run across any demons, I know who to call, and that's really just me and Vera. Really, just calling Vera because I'd already be there, so we're good.
It's so interesting that you said that for both of you, like how it's affected you, because you see so many deeper things in the story outside of just the horror that, initially scares all of us. But it challenges everyone to really see the world in a different way, to believe people that we haven't believed before. And I wanted to ask the both of you, has this changed or broadened how you see the world and how you see people in it every single day?
Um, I mean, I do think every role that you play is another, you dig a little deeper into yourself and show different sides of who you are. Certainly they're devout Catholics and I'm not. And so, but it's fascinating to play someone with that kind of moral code, or at least the characters that we've created with them within the confines of the Conjuring universe. They're extremely devout. So for us, I think that does affect how you see the importance of, certainly with Ed and Lorraine, the importance of religion in their life, and I think that's always something that's if that's what keeps you a good person and open and loving, then more power to you. So that's something that in a and to have this done through a series of horror movies is always exciting. But it's also shown, as far as horror movies, what we would look for in a horror movie, the kinds of scary movies that now the bar is set so high, because you could have the most romantic movie one of the most romantic movies that I've ever done be a horror film, and that's this one. So for me, it certainly makes me look at horror movies too in a much different light after I've done this franchise.
Yeah, we never know what people are struggling with. What strongholds are what strongholds they have of negative. Like we don't know, and again, just going back to this sort of the if only we could all love enough, right? We don't know what people are struggling with. It's so easy to make assumptions, and the fact is, there's just a sufficient realization of love will dissolve all of that. And we got to keep our hearts open. We don't know what people are struggling with. Sometimes you can't just put a name on it.
No.
Yeah.
I appreciate both of your answers today. Thank you so much for scaring me, giving me a love story, giving me a little bit of Law and Order as well. I appreciate all of it, and I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Oh,
You too.
Bye.